Chennai look a really good team, but ahead of their game against Bangalore on Maruti Suzuki Presents ESPN Cricinfo T20 timeout, we'll talk about that one player who isn't quite firing like he used to. Suresh Raina started this year's IPL with a half century, but it's all gone south since. And that six-ball innings against the Mumbai Indians did tell us that Raina's not quite the same batter anymore. Deep, is it a sort of now or never period for Suresh Raina? How do you see him finding his mojo back in any way?
He was never the most comfortable batter against the short pitch delivery, but I think it's just exaggerated in the last season or so. And it's become very, very evident. So he has to find a way out. If he has to go on and continue, playing, he has to figure out a way to counter the short ball because it's like everyone knows about it. That's the basic plan. When every time Raina comes out to bat, that's the plan
Hmm.
for the opposition. So he has to find out a way, and he's got a few games left to show the world that he can manage it. It doesn't have to be the best against the short pitch delivery, but he has to find a way to manage it somehow.
There, for a few years now, Bish, he's not looked like the batter who once dominated IPLs of the past. Is there still a way that he can be effective though? Because Raina seems to be struggling.
Well, they've got to know that within the CSK camp, it's his attitude and his work ethic still very good, and those things we can't see from the outside. So I think he deserves to get, I wouldn't say call it an extended run, but they will continue. They should continue to work with him once his attitude is good. But time is running out.
If fast bowlers watch that six-ball innings or teams watch it, they're just going to target Raina with the exact same thing, Bish. So he can know what to expect in the next game, but what can he do knowing his, let's call it limitations for now, and yet try and find a way? What do you think he can do?
What he has been able to do at times, okay, over his career is to be able to dodge it at times when it's been too hot to handle because it's like a red rag in front of a bull for the fast bowlers, as we've spoken about time and time again over the years. So, he's got to be able to get down to the non-strikers end. His partner got to be able to work with him. And of course, he can dismiss the spin and medium pace when he's at his best. So it's about how he engages his innings if there is, say, a Lucky Ferguson or one of the other express fast bowlers in a team that he's coming up against.
Do you at all believe, Deep? I mean, CSK back their players, but do you at all believe there could be a case where Dhoni may want to look at another option, or is Raina going to play for the remainder of the season, regardless of whether he strikes form or not?
I think a couple of things here. One is the fact that we're playing in the UAE where the pitches have a little more bounce and pace as compared to maybe pitches back in India. So that does not help the cause. That's one. Secondly, as Vish mentioned, I think because what he's done in the past for CSK and the fact that he's got all the experience in the world. All he has to do is figure out a way to, as Vish mentioned, get to the non-strikers end because you're allowed one bouncer. So it's just that he has to find a way to rotate the strike and do it, and he's got enough experience and cricket awareness to do it. It's just that, like I said, he has to get his mind to it, and I think he will get all the games this season, which is another six more to go.
All right. Thank you very much, Ian Bishop. Deep Dasgupta, get a single and get off strike, Suresh. If there is some short pitch bowling coming your way, seems to be the advice on Maruti Suzuki Presents ESPN Cricket for T20 timeout.
We call it people technology.